The Suplah。
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
I'm Mackenzie Mitchell and you're watching Suplah Brawl.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to another edition of Suplah Brawl. We are here for Smells Like Cringe Spirit and we're kicking this one off right. We are jumping in the deep end with a Suplah Brawl Championship match. That's right. Andy will be defending both belts tonight, once now, once in the main event, and the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And is for the Suplah Brawl Championship. And I am invoking my rematch clause to kick off this program. Andy, I respect your win. It was historic. It was monumental. Now let's rock out! It's time for a breakdown, and that lower third is very much true. But we are... in for one of my most anticipated rematches in all of Suplah Brawl. It has nothing to do with me being a part of it. It is Andy and I back to back have hit historic milestones for Brawl. And I think that this rematch has so much on the line because of that. Either Andy gets to officially begin his reign with a title defense and move forward in Brawl as the guy, the top dog, or I take back what is mine and prove that the loss was a fluke or what have you, and we go back to my run. But I don't think it's that simple, and I certainly am not trying to underestimate Andy here. I think he has that belt around his waist for a reason. And... I'm sorry, I just read the thing. And beating him is not going to be easy. First of all, just the fact that he beat me last event in general. Like, clearly, it's not a 1-2-3 situation. But even then, taking that match out of it, look at what Andy's been doing lately. The Hell in a Cell match. The beating Dragon. All of it. It's just been one monumental feat after another to prove that Andy has really found his groove lately. And he is among the top of the roster. No matter how you slice it. Win or lose, he is one of the best. Right now. So, I feel like you can say similar things about me, and Dragon, of course, for different reasons. But that's what makes this rematch so hyped up for me, and hopefully for everyone watching. I think the Ring of Honor guys need to slow down, but also that this match is one of the most bombastic ways we could kick off an event. And that's why I wanted this to be the opening match, is because what better way to get this crowd on their feet and ready for the rest of this show than by having our new Suplah Brawl champion defend his belt in the opening match, as I did not too long ago, and see if he can hold on to it. Because if he retains, not even both belts, right? Because, like, that's a different issue. He's a double champion. He's got a whole other thing to worry about here, and I'll get into that in a second. But if he retains right now, he's kicking off a historic title reign. He won it in, like, the coolest way possible, and now he's got to hold on to it for dear life, because when you're champ, you never know when the end is coming. And he kicks it off immediately, no pun intended, with a super kick. And he is not goofing around here. He's taking this as seriously as he needs to, which I think is fantastic, and the exact energy we need in this match, as I follow up with some kicks to the chest in the corner. Choo-choo, motherfucker. And so what I was going to say before is that Andy is really... Ooh, I'm going to the top rope here. Let's see what I've got planned. I don't usually do this. Nice! Wow! I don't even know what to call that. Go for a cover off of it. 1, 2, no. 1.5. What the fuck is happening? We are... Okay. Bungee gum. What is happening? My arm, Andy, please. Okay, but he rolls me up out of the confusion. 1, 2, no. Oof. Okay, physics seem to have returned to normal. Goodness gracious, this match isn't letting me breathe. Andy flips me over the hip there. Andy has so much more responsibility right now than anyone in Brawl ever has, because he's a double champion. And what that means is every event that he remains a double champion, he will have to defend both belts each night. He is guaranteed 2 matches a night until he drops one of these belts, which makes it all the more difficult and all the more pressure on him to really be at the top of his game at all times, because not only is he not allowed to slip up or he'll lose one of those belts, but if he slips up and then loses his focus because of losing one of those belts, he could lose both belts in one night. He could be exhausted. He could defend one belt and then lose the other. You know, we never know what's going to happen with this. It's unprecedented, uncharted waters here, as the moonsault connects from quite a distance away. A fantastic move there. 1, 2, no. Just really showing off that acrobatic skill, the aerial maneuvers that he's really... as he punches me in the tit. But it's time for borrowed time! Whipping that out a little early, but I'm going to catch him off guard, Irish whip him, and then catch him with a German suplex. Can't let him build up that momentum. It has been absolutely one of his greatest tools. It's just capitalizing on that wave. And, once he gets going, it's really, really hard to stop him. You don't want to get caught with the Mortal Kombat, or the Q to Sleep, or God forbid, the Banana, which won him the Jobber's title, as I Alabama slamma him into the mat. Now I'm going to try and press my advantage here and build on momentum for myself. Which, by the way, we have seen that belt unlock abilities for people. I do not know if it has done the same for Andy. What the fuck? Oh no! Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute! What are the implications of this? Is he interrupting my match? Or is he Seth Rollinsing this shit? Is he turning this into a triple threat? Or is he interrupting me entirely and cutting me out of this? No, this is a triple threat! Okay, Horse has cashed in his jackpot jewel and is now injected into the match. Okay, Andy, this just got a lot more complicated. Holy shit, well I guess when I had my match with him, I woke him up with the Blue Thunder Bomb! But I can't go for the cover, Horse is right there. Jeez Louise. I guess I really inspired him or something. 1! No, I don't know why I was so bold as to just do that right in front of him. But he's going to headbutt me with that whatever material his head's made of. And then he's going to put me in a sleeper. Oh, Andy's down. I don't have anybody to break me out of this. I got to hope I can find a way to get out of this hold. That's not good. Okay, I'm going to spin him over. Get him off my back. Get off my back, Mom. Oh, but Andy was playing possum. He was waiting for me. That was a confident strategy that I was going to be able to get out of that sleeper hold. Unless he had just woken up after the fact and then decided to take advantage of the situation. Andy seems very frustrated. Now he's got to deal with 2 opponents. He was not prepared for this. But that's the nature of the game, bud. That's the jackpot jewel for you. He's going for a cover on me. 1, 2, no. I don't know how I fell down. I think I slipped. I don't know if Horse like spit on the mat when he came out or what, but I'm going to punch him in his Well, that's not the dick, I guess. It's the abs. Oh, but then Andy catches me with a clothesline. Thanks, bud. Thought we had like a common enemy here for a second, but you know what? That is the way it goes when triple threats are involved. Holy shit. I can't believe Horse just had the nerve to just be like, you know what? I'm sick of waiting. I'm just gonna put myself in there. And we got a genuine Seth Rollins situation. This is a crazy way to start this event. Andy with the dragon leg screw. Going for a cover off of it. No, not even a 1. If we're gonna try and beat Horse, we gotta really, like, focus our efforts on him, because he is, I mean, just the littlest bit more fresh than us. The match hadn't been going on too long. Uh-oh, Andy's picked me up. Cue to sleep, there it goes! Horse is still there, bud. 1. Hello, 2! Okay. I was like, yeah, he can just break up the pin, but then he didn't at first, and I'm like, oh shit! He's gonna hit another one! Cue to sleep on Horse! Oh my god! 1, 2! No! Oh, Horse kicked out! That would have been the craziest way to finish. Holy shit. Andy goes low, kicks Horse in the temple. Oh, but he misses with that step-up, like, drop kick. Oh, the spear! The spear! The spear! Horse going for the cover. I'm still down. 1, 2! Oh! Woo! Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna catch Andy with the German suplex. Oh, I'm still holding on. It's the Killer Queen! The Killer Queen connects! But Horse is still there. Oh, okay, I'm just going for it. 1, no. What is wrong with the both of us? We're like not paying attention to him. And he like made quite the entrance. We really should be. Uh-oh, I'm doing the long pose. Uh-oh, I'm doing the long taunt. Please get up. Andy's getting up. Okay, he's still woozy. Oh, hey, he bumped into him. Ah, shit. Fucking animations, I hate this shit. Oh, Andy's just punched me in the face. Well, Horse is taking a breather. If either one of us can take advantage of this right now. Uh-oh, he's going for the cover as I said that. 1, 2. Oh. Horse wasn't able to get there in time, but I kicked out. What is up with the crouching and like it's just impossible to hit them? Okay, Andy's not gonna let me do shit right now. Probably smart, but also gotta watch out for that big beast there. Gorilla press slam turned into just a dominating slam into the mat. And now it's just me and the Horse. Oh no! Oh no, the spear! Oh no. He's going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god! Holy shit! Here is your winner and the new Suplah Brawl Champion, Horse! Wow! What the fuck, dude? He just came in and said, nope, it's not either of your eras anymore. It's mine. He waited for so long in the shadows. And as soon as I called him out on it, he's like, you know what? Good point. Let me just go and take it. And he did exactly that. Now, here's the crazy thing. I just fucking cashed in my rematch, and Andy never retained to earn one. Well, no, that's not true. Oh my god, I'm completely forgetting that his match against Dragon was title for title. So Andy does still have a rematch. And oh my god, the implications of this win are so huge. None the least of which is that Horse is the fucking Suplah Brawl Champion. Everything's just changed. Well, now we just have to move on. And we've got some tag team action. As the Crazy Train, the team comprising of Sam Brooks and Keelan Boulderson, makes their way to the ring as they want to continue their winning streak and fight their way to the tag team championships. Now, I was trying to extend an early invitation on that route, but they said no, not yet. We just want to get another win under our belts before we feel like we're ready for a true #1 contendership opportunity. So this match is really just exhibition. No stakes yet. But if they win this, they're on the fast track, man. They have been, I mean, they're 2-0. They're a brand new tag team and they haven't lost yet. So that says something right there. But do they have an easy matchup tonight? Far from it. Because they're facing one of the biggest powerhouse teams, and I mean like that literally, in the division. Making his way to the ring first, one half of the Order of the Storm, it's Zubaz! Feeling very slighted by the Street Fighter roster cuts. He has really made a name for himself. I mean, he made a name for himself way before he ever got here. We all knew who he was before he ever stepped foot into the Arenaplex. But here in Suplah Brawl, he has quite the record. Not an undefeated record, but you cannot deny the wins he has, and that he is an extremely capable competitor here. He is lightning incarnate. He is a true literal force of nature. And there's just no getting around that. When you're in the ring with this guy, you will feel the storm. It's just an inevitable fact of life. So, what happens when you give him a partner? Because he's only one half of the Order of the Storm. What happens when you also have to deal with his partner, Rage? Ragebot currently in development. What does that mean? Uh-oh. But, yeah. Everything I just said about Zubaz can also be said about Rage. And then you add to the fact fucking just take a second. Just take a second and look at Rage. The amount of veins trying to escape from this man's body because there's not enough room for them, with all that rage inside. And the muscles. Don't forget the muscles. So many muscles, he didn't have room for pupils. I mean, it's just absurd. I don't know how they've lost any matches. Ever. Because, just what the fuck. But I think it comes from the fact that they're not the most cohesive unit. At the end of the day, they're still trying to show each other up a little bit. As Zubaz goes in with an immediate drop toe hold. And, you know, I just realized Zubaz is a little bit shorter than Brooks. And that is hilarious. He's like Wolverine. Not the biggest, but he's a ferocious little bastard. But yeah, Zubaz, in the early goings of this, showing off the strength and trying to outmuscle Brooks here. Going for the cover early. One, no. That's not all, folks. But wait, there's more. As Brooks now comes in, trying to show off, he's got a bit of strength to him as well, as he just holds Zubaz there like a little baby. Zubaz does get out from that and chop blocks Brooks in the back of the knee. And look at this. Maybe I spoke too soon about that cohesive shit, because now the big boy's tagged in. And it's not really something you see with these guys. Oh, wow! Nice clothesline there from Brooks. But Rage and Zubaz seemingly working together here a little bit better than usual. They don't usually like to share the spotlight, but now Keelan does get tagged in. So both teams staying fresh. Nice chop, but that did not seem to phase Rage that much. Keelan's got the head control. Brings Zubaz over to the ropes. And then, drops Rage. And is just attacking that knee joint, twisting it around the bottom rope. Stomping away at the lower body of Rage, trying to remove some of that balance. Make him top heavy. But then Keelan just gets flipped over. Like a pancake. Uh-oh. Electric chair! Now Keelan's got to take a breather and roll over to the apron. Rage, I keep calling him Supaz. Rage flexing to the crowd as he whoops. Ignore the bird that just flew into the commentator's booth over here. We got rid of it. Don't worry, it's fine. But now Keelan, gets gut-wrench suplexed by the large, powerful, just embodiment of anger. And now Rage is bringing Keelan into the Order's corner, but Keelan fights his way out before a tag team maneuver can be executed. But free tag style still reigns, and Keelan allows Zubaz to come back in, and then he just gets clotheslined after trying to trash talk and kicking some dirt up. Zubaz going for a cover. One, no. Zubaz spins him around, gets control of the head. Now, control of the head again. Going for a suplex, and he drops Keelan with it. Order of the Storm also at this point vying for a tag team championship opportunity, but the Storm Feeler plants Keelan on the top of his head. Going for a cover. 1, 2, no. The Order of the Storm also making a name for themselves in this division, and a win here could just as easily put them on the fast track to the titles. This Keelan gets dropped again. And now Zubaz flexing as well. Are we going to see free tag style again? Yes, as Zubaz flexes, Brooks gets tagged in. And just barrels Zubaz over the knee. Stomping away. Brooks not one to play around. Zubaz catches him though. Sidewalk slam. Oh, Brooks back up very quickly though. Kidney punch from Zubaz. Kick to the midsection. Butterfly. Oh no, it's the, here it is, the oncoming storm! It connects and Zubaz going for a cover. No help nearby. 2. No, Brooks kicks out. Wow. And now Zubaz with the very tactical sense to tag in the freshman Rage. Brooks still down. Rage picking him up. And then drops him again with a big clothesline. Now stomping away at the chest. Trying to break the sternum. Those size 12 fucking feet he's got. But Brooks is fighting back. Kick to the midsection. Oh, Rage not phased, but he does get caught with an Irish whip, put into the corner. Brooks with a big heavy hand. Spins him around. Brooks is going to put Rage up on the top rope. Might have something crazy planned here. And a big hip toss. A super hip toss, one might call it. Now Brooks is going to put Rage in the Crazy Train corner. Keelan's getting tagged in. Double team maneuver. Attacking the midsection of Rage. Chopped followed up, but he misses with the forearm smash and gets headbutted in the right between the shoulder blades. Keelan, though, still fighting. Irish whips Rage into the corner. Spins him around. We've seen something similar before. Oh, but it's a chop instead. Now Keelan going after the legs again. Maybe the strategy has reverted to possibly chasing after a submission finish. Because these guys are beefy boys. It might be hard to pin. A raised knee to the temple of Rage knocks him down and then gives Keelan a chance to tag out. Crazy Train trying to keep each other fresh at this point. Big shot, and now Brooks has an opening, and he's going to hit. Yes, the Delano! Go for a cover. 1, 2, 3, and Crazy Train has done it again! Adjusting their strategy mid-match to deal with the strength disadvantage and completely just pinning their opponents, no pun intended, and figuring out a new way to win. They absolutely have done it again. They are 3-0, and Crazy Train is on a roll. I don't know what team's going to be able to slow them down, if any, but they are really, really moving towards those titles sooner rather than later.
belief, conviction, passion. Tokyo, the world's martial art.
Tokyo. And now we are going to move on to some women's action. And this match has big implications for the Ruby division, as we are about to have a #1 contenders match. Introducing first, the Demon Slayer, one of the newest additions to our roster. Kairana is coming to the ring, and after she's slain Evia, she said she wants to focus on cleaning up the rest of the Ruby division and chasing the gold. So, not too much of a surprise there, as I feel like anyone we sign typically would want a belt. But she did the job she was hired to do. We have not seen hide nor hair of Evia since. However, prior to this match, once she found out who her opponent was, Kairana did have that glint in her eye that she had prior to facing Evia, because she says, we've got more than one quote-unquote demon problem in our midst. And I'm curious to see what that means, because I have not seen her opponent in a couple days. But
Echo, Romeo, India, Charlie, Kilo, Echo, Tango, Echo, Derickette.
Jesus Christ. Derickette is her opponent, and we have not... Oh, hello. Currently experiencing a mutation. Yeah, I noticed the ears. What is going on there, bud? Alright, maybe that's what Kairana was talking about. I don't know if that counts as a demon. I think it makes her more a furry than anything. But, I guess either one does need to be cleansed from this earth. I'm just kidding. If you're a furry, I don't care. As in, like, I'm not offended. But, yeah, alright. I guess Kairana's not a fan. She seemed very excited to slay Derickette. I don't know how easy that's gonna be. Kairana was very impressive in her first couple of matches and defeating Evia, but Derickette, we have not seen Derickette in a minute, so sometimes it's easy to forget how scary she is. In her debut, which was, you know, back in the Uma Thurman tournament, which introduced a number of women, she made it all the way to the finals in dominant fashion. And if it wasn't for Ellie Wilmer being Ellie Wilmer, Derickette probably would have been that same dominant force at the top of the women's division. Because that's just how fucking strong and big and large and giant she is. Now even taller than before if you count the ears. So this is easier said than done for Kairana. But I guess we'll see if she's got it in her as this one kicks off. And remember, this has #1 contendership implications. Wow, very difficult hold there on the large woman, but she did get it like immediately. And Derickette's gonna have to fight her way out of this, and just as if she was throwing an almost empty sack of potatoes, like it was nothing. Kairana with the forearm smash attempt, and Derickette's gonna out-muscle her and get head control, put her up against the ropes. Bounce her off with a forearm smash to the back, and another bounce, another smash. Kairana falls to the mat. She does roll out of the way of that shot, though, but does get caught again. Irish whip. Big boot from Derickette. Knocks the Demon Slayer off her feet, and she's got to roll out, take a breather. But Derickette gives chase. Another heavy shot to the midsection, but then she misses a couple other ones. And Kairana attempts something there, but just gets suplexed away for her troubles. And Derickette is showing off exactly what I was talking about and how scary she is. And now just raining elbows down on the tender shoulder/neck meat of Kairana. It is this is This is a difficult match for Kairana. Like, it's not really even. Big uppercut. And Derickette seems to have not missed a step in the gap since we've last seen her. Big forearm smash to the back of the head. That'll knock your vision loose. Forearm smash there didn't actually seem to phase Kairana, surprisingly. But the big boot there does still knock her down. Phased or unphased, physics will not waver. And the clothesline following it up demonstrates that same purpose. But Kairana is still not done. The kip up followed by a face plant to Derickette. And now she's going to try and get momentum back here. Wow, look at the strength of Kairana to flip her over for an Alabama slam. Drop kick, but Derickette's still standing. Irish whip attempt now puts Derickette in the corner. She's going to spin Derickette around. Now some shoulder shots to the midsection. And she does finally knock the big woman down. And now look at this, look at this. Oh, running bulldog. Kairana trying to pick the big lady up again. This Dimitrescu of female wrestlers. And now again locking in that submission hold. Derickette getting a little horizontal here. But she fights her way out again. And once again, like a tiny baby, throws Kairana to the mat. Going for a cover off of it, actually. One, no. That does still say something that even with no signature maneuvers in place, she got a 1 count off of that. Uppercut gets blocked. Kairana with the head control now. Puts Derickette up against the ropes. And here it is. Helena's nail connects. She set it up and executed that dropkick perfectly. 1, 2. Oh. Derickette, like Elton John, still standing. Well, I guess she's not standing yet. There she is. Kairana gets tossed back down. She's completely outmuscled. Now a roll up? No! She's gonna pick her up and then sit out powerbomb! That was about what I expected from Derickette. To just outpower her. And now stomping away at the seemingly lifeless body. Kairana attempted to get up for a second there, but got shot right back down. Kairana not very active right now. Oh, a heavy shot to the face by Derickette. And I think Kairana's in trouble. Derickette's lurking. Here she comes. Spear! It connects! Kairana's down! Derickette is thrilled. And a little hesitant there, but she does go for the cover. 1, 2, no! Wow, what? Kairana just kicked out of the spear. Well, I think that just made Derickette mad. As now she is rampaging. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Hoists Kairana up. And sit out powerbomb again! Oh my goodness, Kairana might be, might even be unconscious at this point. Nope, she fights her way back up. She might even be running on autopilot at this point, but she did knock Derickette off her feet. Irish whips the big lady into the corner. The back elbow. Derickette still fighting herself. Shot to the back of the head again. Hoist Kairana up. Scoop slam. Sit out scoop slam even. Kairana kept right back up though. Gets the head control. Hair's going wild. Ears undeterminable. Kairana going for another running bulldog. Spiked Derickette on her head with that one. Picks her back up. Puts Derickette in another corner. Turns her around. Back elbow again. Super Derickette punch out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. And there is your #1 contender for the Ruby Women's Championship, Derickette. Just reminding us all why she is so dangerous. What a match. That was really back and forth, way more than I expected. And Derickette showing off not just the strength that we already knew she had, but some like agility, some good technical maneuvers that roll up into a powerbomb, and the speed, the shock factor. That super punch came absolutely out of nowhere and caught everyone, especially Kairana, by surprise. And that is your next challenge, Ellie. Get ready, you're gonna have to be beast mode again. Because one of the only people that's ever beaten Derickette is you, and you better be ready to do it again. So now, from one brawl to another, it is time for the Wild Boy and Jay Kager's Punch Palace. Now, for anyone who's still unsure, Jay Kager, the MMA legend, currently going through his career on the Suplah Twitch channel, hosted by our own Andrew Quann. He is the MMA expert in Suplah Brawl. And I don't mean that like ironically, like, oh, ha ha ha. He's goofy, and he's the MMA guy, but he's not actually like good at it. No, he's actually pretty good at it. And the Punch Palace is an invention of his own design, where, you know, it's basically MMA in wrestling. The cage is lowered. You're not allowed to escape the cage. You're not allowed to win by pinfall. You can only win by submission or knocking out your opponent. This isn't even MMA traditional, where you can go like 3 rounds and win by a judge's decision. No. This is knock him out or tap him out. And I don't know about you, but if I were in the Punch Palace, I would want to get out. I don't want to be in that cage with Kager, because that's his realm. Oh, Jesus. So his opponent... Wow, okay. So his opponent is a returning Big Pimpin' John the Prototype. I did not think we were going to see Big Pimpin' again. But I'll tell you this, I'm really fucking happy that we are. I am so happy that I didn't even know how to react at first. I can't believe he's back. I really thought... Okay, for anyone who doesn't remember, John Big Pimpin' Prototype is, I don't know if Andy's Garden Wrestling is still happening, or if it's just been canceled indefinitely, but this is one of the stars of that promotion. This is like Hulk Hogan crossing over into WCW right here. Big Pimpin' is in the Arenaplex to face Jay Kager? Talk about a dream match. I almost got through that whole thing with a straight face. Oh my god, this Jimmy Neutron hair. I didn't really get to see it really clearly before, but you could stab somebody with that hair. And then you got Big Pimpin' with his flowing golden locks, looking like Irwin Smith. And oh, big kick to the head by Kager. Big Pimpin' is down, a nice swift kick to the ass. He's gonna put Big Pimpin' up against the ropes. Wow, you could really impale somebody with his hairstyle. Stomp on the sternum with the big beefy pecs of Big Pimpin' Prototype Cena. John Pimpin' Peck Prototype Pimp Boy. Protected him. The protective pecs of Big Pimpin' Prototype. I'm just entertaining myself, excuse me, while I crack up in the corner. But Kager is firmly in control with a double leg takedown, and now the ground control by Kager, fully just displaying that MMA prowess. Now spins him around, gets a chokehold in, and flips him with it. That is disgusting. And now, over the back chokehold. Big Pimpin's in trouble here. And remember, the only way to win is by tap out or knockout. Pimpin avoids the tap out for now. Puts Kager in the corner. Nobody puts Kager in the corner. He does put him up on the top rope. Big Pimpin setting up for something. Kager in trouble here, up high. Big Pimpin with the superplex. The whole arena shook with that one in these beefy boys. They don't realize who they were chanting for. They keep saying Cena. No, guys, this is Big Pimpin. This is a different guy. This is John Big Pimpin prototype, not John Cena. Nobody would care if John Cena were here. Except Tony, I guess. But Tony's not even here yet, so, you know, it's fine. Breaking the arm! Just breaking. Wow. Okay, he broke his arm, but then Cena did a handstand kip up. I'm sorry, did I just say Cena? Whoops, slip of the tongue, because we were just talking about him. I meant Big Pimpin. That was a crazy maneuver for someone who just had their arms broken, but then Kager gets out of the way of the drop kick, which is a very well executed drop kick, by the way. And now he's going to re-break that arm. And if it's anything like noses, I guess that means he fixed it. That's what you do, right? You re-break your nose to fix it. Oh, but you know what they say about triple negatives? Breaks it again! I don't know. Do you know what they say about triple negatives? I was hoping you do, but I was mainly hoping you do because I don't. Kick to the midsection. Kager's setting up for something here. Uh-oh. Drops him, but we know what's really coming. That's not the full move. It's the Kager lock! He's got it locked in! Oh, but Pimpin immediately gets out of that. What an ace submission specialist he must secretly be. To just break that. Like in Skyrim when you have a lockpicking skill in 99. That's what just happened. Fusroda? Does anyone remember that? Hey, how about that arrow to the knee meme, huh? What's up with that? I'll be here all week, folks. Tip your waitress. Big Pimpin picking up Jake Kager now. And scoop slams him. This is actually a much more even contest than I was expecting. Elbow to the top of the head. I'm actually surprised he didn't cut himself on that hair. But that's just what you get when Big Pimpin's in the ring. A tiny little fireman carry valley driver. Death Valley driver. That's what it's called when it's not just the attitude adjustment. Picks him up. Superplex. Nope. Just a regular suplex, bud. Nothing super about it, I guess, except for the fact that a superstar named Big Pimpin executed it. He drops a standing elbow to the chest of Jake Kager, who is a little on the back burner right now. And then, oh! DDT with all that body weight, too. Really driving a lot of force into the top of Kager's head. But remember, no pinfall unless Kager gets knocked out by one of these big moves. This ain't over yet. Big Pimpin picking up Kager. Shot to the midsection. A little hesitant to continue, but he does go for a back suplex. Sounded like I was about to sneeze it. He does. Go. Oh, now look at this. Abdominal stretch. Trying to make Kager tap out, I assume. Kager looks like he's struggling here. Can he fight out of this? He does! Flips Big Pimpin over. Stomps to the midsection. Oh, we're gonna re-break that arm. Boom! I guess it's fixed again. Was that 4? Are we in an even number? It's like Josuke. He just keeps fixing it just so he can break it again. Oh, he's got that headlock. We saw what he could do with that. Just muscles him over. And now he's locking it in again. This like semi-Boston Crab, semi-chokehold. Just a completely destructive submission here. But he lets it go, surprisingly. Picks Big Pimpin up. Uh-oh, shots to the face. could argue he was maybe knocked out there for a second, but Kager's continuing the assault. Picks him back up. Look at this! An Olympic slam from Kager! Picks him up again. Just going hog wild, and then drops him again. Ref trying to ask Big Pimpin if he's able to continue. It looks like the answer is yes. Uh-oh, he's got a leg lock locked in! Big Pimpin's in trouble. Is he gonna tap? Oh my goodness, how is he enduring this? And Kager has to let go again. Big Pimpin rolls out of the way. Comes in with a back elbow. Shot to the midsection. Superman punch! Knocks Kager off his feet. Kager must be still responsive though. What in the world? Okay. Wrist lock monkey flip from Big Pimpin, who is really displaying a tremendous amount of wrestling ability here. Surprising the world. Big bodyweight DDT again. Surprising the world with this technical prowess I was not aware previously that he had. Oh, he's going to do it again. That wrist lock monkey flip. Kager getting brought back to his feet. And now another abdominal stretch. Kager in trouble. This is a real war of attrition here. Neither one of these guys wants to tap out. Neither one will get knocked out. Kager in trouble, but he does still flip him over. And now attacking the joints of Big Pimpin. Big shots. Oh! The red flash does not mean anything. There it is. Absolutely nothing. But he is attacking now the shoulder. Just trying to dismantle John Big Pimpin prototype as he's lying in wait. Is he going to try and put it away here? Flips him over the back. Face plant. Swoops over. He's got it locked in, the Kager lock. Is this one going to be enough? Big Pimpin's not able to get out yet. And he's done. He quits. He's tapped. Once again, your Punch Palace winner. A little winded this time because that was a real fucking fight. Jay Kager. Unbelievable. I did not think I was ever going to have the opportunity to say the following sentence. But Big Pimpin just gave Kager the fight of his life. What a match that ended up being. I am pleasantly surprised by the 5-star showcase we just witnessed in Jay Kager's Punch Palace, featuring John Big Pimpin prototype. I cannot believe this shark fin hair. You could really kill someone with that. I hope he changes it for the next one, because otherwise we're going to have to start penalizing him for having a weapon in the ring. And now, in the same vein of open challenges, where are they? There we go. We've got a tag team match because the champs are a little unsure of what to do next. Also, I'm unsure of who to throw at them next because the Sequelians have just been wrecking shop. The current tag team champions are a little without challengers at the moment. I guess they found a zoo, and that was their big question coming out of the zoo. What the fuck was that long horse? And how can we beat it in a fight? But yeah, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. No, we've completely run out of challengers. I'm not even gonna front. The tag division has run out of challengers, which is kind of why I wanted to fast track Crazy Train and/or Order of the Storm, but they didn't want it yet. So in the meantime, the Sequelians have said, okay, well, can we still fight somebody? And I'm like, I guess, but we don't have anybody lined up for you. So what do you want to do about that? And it's like, well, let's just go out of the ring, wrestling gear on, or maybe this is just their skin, I'm not entirely sure, and see who comes out to face them. Who's got the guts? Who's got the ruthless aggression? Who's got the never backing down? Who's got the never looking over your shoulder? Who's got the never dying? Who's got the big muscles?
Suplah City Arena Place.
Oh no.
Don't you dare be lazy. Clap for your returning Suplah Brawl Tag Division Kings. And let's all get crazy.
Well, I guess it was just a matter of time before these guys showed up again as part of the tag team division. Oh my god. I love the Viking helmet on Party Crasher George. It is the Inferior Lazy Pal. Oh, I guess they were off playing D&D. I wonder how that went. Did they start an actual play podcast? Maybe I can start listening to that. Just kidding. I don't want to support these fucks. They're still fucks. Even now that all the shit they were previously doing, trying to implode Brawl, is done, they're still assholes. Like, I don't want anybody to think that Andy's redemption applies blanket statement to everybody that was part of that movement. These guys are still dickheads. So, I am a little less than thrilled to see them back in action, but I just suppose it was a matter of time. And I don't know which two of the three of them are going to be facing the Sequelians here, but the third will most certainly be a ringside annoyance. Either way. So, okay, it looks like Barry and Dave are going to be kicking things off. Barry against Gorp, specifically. And Gorp will suplex Barry, which I'm very happy about. I just want to point out real quick that PCG Party Crasher George has bleached his hair, and that's not new. It's been like that for a while. But I don't think I've ever addressed how, like, early era Eminem he looks as a result, and how, like, disassociating that can be for me when I just see him with that fucking just Vanilla Ice hair and his mustard jacket, and then you look at Barry, who is just a complete freak. Like, we've gotten a little too used to freak shows in Suplah Brawl with the Derrick family and the you know, all three members of the Derrick family. And, you know, now we have aliens and business sharks, and so sometimes it's easy to forget the roots of freaks in Suplah Brawl, and those roots are named Barry, the original circus sideshow that we hired, and I just want to just emphasize for everybody this weird existential thing that happens in human brains when you just go from, like, focusing on how PCG looks as a person to looking at Barry, and then the whiplash that comes from focusing your attention away from them and to Disco Dave, who is just man from the 70s with afro and mustache and chest hair and shiny pants, I guess, but he's just Disco Man. Disco Stu is here and wrestling you, and Gorp has just now tagged in Tool, because that whole time I was having my little breakdown. Great tag team maneuver there. Gorp was just beating the shit out of Barry, and Barry tagged out to Dave, who then just continued to get beat up by Gorp, and now Tool's in there to finish the fight, I assume, as he just gets left. He was going for something really, like, charismatic and fun and cool, but then he just got absolutely shit rocked. And the ILP are absolutely just getting fucking mollywopped here. Gorp and Tool have never really been sharper than they are right now. At the absolute top of their game, belts around their waists. They have honed their craft in an ungodly amount of time and become just world champions. 1, 2, no. in what might be a breakneck pace for most, but because they're aliens who just live off of competitive nature, it was like ordering from McDonald's for them. Like, it was nothing. And that's maybe the scariest part. So when you compare that to the inferior lazy pals who have taken like months off to play Dungeons and Dragons and then just waltz back in thinking they can still be the top dogs of the division that they haven't been a part of in like half a year, it's just kind of sad in one way to think that anybody would have that much hubris, but it's also cathartic because these guys are dickhead assholes and they're just getting absolutely creamed right now. 1, 2, no, almost got it off of actually nothing. Like, that's how low the ILP have fallen here. Chop misses. And then Tool catches Barry for the Event Horizon, locked in. Disco Dave coming in to make a save. That one rhymed. Going for a cover, though. 1, 2. Oh, just barely does Dave make that one. Break up that pin. And Tool's going to put Barry into the Sequelian corner here. Kick him real good. Kick it. Kick it real good. As I say that, there he goes, kicking it real good. Into the mustachioed face of this green and yellow Green Bay Packers fan, Barry, who is just an absolute nightmare to look at. Going for a cover. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that wasn't even a finisher. ILP, get your shit together. I'm actually, you know what? I am actually upset that you came to the Arenaplex so unprepared. It's like watching somebody who used to be the best at what they do take like a year off and just come back out of shape, smelling like beer, and just like, I got it, it's fine. I used to do this shit all the time. And then just completely like fall on their ass. Just completely fuck it up. Like, that's what you've done to us tonight, ILP. Like, Sequelians just gave you the biggest lesson in humility, and I hope you take it to heart, and I hope you come back next time with some fucking respect for yourself and for what we do here in Suplah Brawl. I'm actually mad at the ILP for wasting my time, the Sequelians' time, and your time, quite frankly. So, this next one is a little interesting to me. We are still having tag team action here, and as you can see, introducing first, the Davis Boyz. Yeah. So, the Davis Boyz have a history of getting into matches because they have beef with somebody for reasons that don't necessarily make sense right away. Like, why are we mad at this guy today? Hey, Brandon, who do we want to beat up tonight? And then it's just, you know, it's almost like drawing names out of a hat, the way these guys start beef. But this one makes a little bit of sense. Just because, you know, Marc Zancaster is such a douche, and it's easy to dislike him. Has he done anything to Brendan or Brandon? No. Does he have to? No. He just exists, and that's enough reason for the Davis Boyz to want to whoop his ass. And I respect that. Me personally, I respect that. I think that's admirable. And so Marc Zancaster has agreed, oddly enough, to having this match, which makes me think he has something up his sleeves, because as much as he's like the worst, he's not a total idiot, and I think he's self-aware enough to know he can't beat these guys by himself, especially considering he's never won a match, period. But as that lower third just assured me that my hunch was correct, it seems that he has spent his apparently lucrative budget off of his movie role paychecks to purchase a tag team partner tonight. So I am just dying to see who that's going to be. But it's going to have to be... it's going to have to be a real fucking ace up his sleeve. to not just compete with the Davis Boyz just off the bat, but to also make up for Zancaster's like lack of ability to do so. Like, whoever he hired is basically going to be fighting with a handicap. It's going to be like fighting with -1 partner. So I guess let's see who he hired. Oh. Oh my god. So I was just saying -1 partner. See, normally when you go 2-on-2 with a tag team, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But Marc Zancaster is a detraction, and he's not normal. So how do you counterbalance a detraction? You get a genetic freak who's also not normal. Scott, Big Daddy Pump Steiner is in the building, and he'll give you an egg. I cannot believe that Scott Steiner's... It just hit me all at once. It just hit me all at once. I can't believe... Look at him. Look at this man. Look at... Why does this man even exist? Look at... I just want to talk for a second about why Scott Steiner exists conceptually. Like, how did the universe put the atoms together to make this happen? Look at this man. I don't know how old he is. I don't want to know how old he is. He's been old looking since day one. And he just constantly gets larger. It's like he just eats eggs all the time, like Gaston, just constantly. That's why he wants to give people eggs. He has too many in his system. His muscles are made of eggs. And then he's got the Guy Fieri goatee. And he comes out with his just own t-shirt and his chainmail helmet. Who told this man the chainmail was cool? Just when you just wear it on your head like a fucking bride's veil. But he makes it cool because he's fucking Big Papa Pump. I can't... Scott Steiner is in Suplah Brawl teaming with Marc Zancaster against the Davis Boyz. The sentence I just said shouldn't be legal. But Brendan just keeps going up top and raining knees down on the already broken face of Zancaster, who just has not moved since this match started. Just really going after that face cover. I almost kind of hope... There's a part of me that hopes that Scott never tags in and Zancaster just gets beat up and then Scott just gets to go home. Be like, fucking flip. Yeah! Give him an egg! But another part of me hopes that he does tag in, and we get to see Big Papa Pump fucking wrestle in Suplah Brawl, which is like my favorite thing I didn't realize I wanted until now. But Marc is absolutely getting... He literally hasn't moved. There we go. He attempted a kick there. It did not knock Brandon down. Not even the second one. But he doesn't... he does immediately get knocked back down. Scott's like, for fuck's sake. He's going to get put in the Davis Boyz corner now. He is nothing but just the mask cover and bandages. What does he have, like, on his chest under the bandages? Is it like a fucking arc reactor? Like Iron Man shit? For his, like, just destroyed organs? But yeah, he is not, like... This is not a fight yet, really, at this point. This is someone just getting mugged. Like, just absolutely getting jumped, like Jujutsu Kaisen style. Marc is now up against the ropes in so many more ways than one. And he's just getting beat up. It's not a wrestling match. But we do get Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner's tagged in! And now it's a match! Brendan bounces off the big pecs of Pump. And then a hip toss from Steiner. I'm not sure we're going to see much technically sound material here out of Scott Steiner. But he did get mad at that shot. And the scoop slam gets reversed. Scott does go down, finally. And, Big Papa Pump. I can't believe he's fucking here. Lifted knee. Scott Steiner just looks pissed about it. Back elbow. Lifts Brendan up. And then drops him. I kind of hope he just immediately tags Marc back in. Oh my god, I love this. I love that this is how this match is going. Like, I saw Scott look at him, and I was like, please, please put this guy back in. Catches that knee. Marc immediately in trouble again. He got one good shot in as Brendan was caught off guard. Still reeling from the Steiner assault. But that very quickly went back to the one-sided beatdown it was. And now Brendan's going to take a breather, tagging Brandon. And the Davis Boyz have been very, very much looking like a unit lately. Just one cohesive mind. Even though they're on a bit of an up and down streak, they did lose the Crazy Train not too long ago. And I forgot that the Tennessee logo was the 3 stars. And I thought there was like a Pittsburgh Steeler logo on Brandon's pants. Because it also has 3 stars like that. And I was like, why? But they're not from Pittsburgh. Unless he's just a bandwagon fan. Which, honestly, being from Tennessee, where the only major sports team nearby is the Titans, yeah, I would accept that. But, yes, Scott Steiner does get tagged back in. And Brandon, still down, is in trouble as one of the strongest men in wrestling history is going to faceplant him. Making these two look like they're hailing from Dunkin' Donuts. Going for a cover. 1, 2, no. What? I love the like weird way his arms went up. Shot does not face Steiner. Irish whip. Oh, they bounce off each other. Steiner picks him up. Goes over to the brother and says, how do you like this? Boom. Snake eyes. Brandon's reeling. Stomping away at his opponent, his big papa bump. It's just so much fun to say that. It is just so much fun to say that. Hoist him up. Oh, the screwdriver. Go for a cover. 1, 2. Ah, okay. Brendan waited a second there. But Steiner is in control. Oh my god, he's going up to the second rope. Drops the elbow, but hey, he moves out of the way. Now Brandon catches him, puts him in the corner. Gives him an egg. Just waits it out, I guess. Catches him with the atomic drop, though. It's all mind games. When you're fighting against Steiner, it's your only hope, I guess. He flips him into those ropes. Right in the throat. Irish whip Steiner into the Davis Boyz corner. Tags in Brendan. Tag team maneuver coming. Bounce off the ropes. Double team. Flips him over. Brendan now picking Steiner back up. And the BKO! The cutter connects. 1, 2. No, what? Really? Really? I feel like the Miz. Really? I cannot believe that we're getting a legitimate match out of the Davis Boyz versus Marc Zancaster and Scott Steiner. I love Scott Steiner. I'm so happy to see him here. I'm shocked this is taking as long as it is. And that's not to say like, oh, I expected Steiner to lose so quickly. Like, it's just, I don't know. You look at this team of Steiner and Zancaster and you think this can't possibly work. But they're still in it. And it's a little even. The Davis Boyz are kind of picking up steam at this point. Because, of course, because I said something. But I just, how do you... Oh, is he going to let... I actually would have... That's like the one time they've ever stopped the tag attempt. Well, we're not sure that Steiner was actually trying to tag, but I would have let him do it. Because then you just have to fight Marc Zancaster. Another BKO! Go for the cover! 1, 2, 3! There it is. Big Papa Pump has been put away by the Tennessee Boyz. The Davis Boyz. And it just goes to show. Money can't buy you happiness. And it also can't buy you a victory. if you're Marc Zancaster. I don't think there's a thing Marc Zancaster really could have done. He could have fucking gone out and hired Braun Strowman. He could have gone out and hired John Cena. He could have gone out and hired The Undertaker. I don't think it would have mattered. When you're tagging with Marc Zancaster, you're at such a disadvantage that it all cancels out. So hey, that's another bit of beef that the Davis Boyz have put away. And now we are going to get into our first title match of the new women's era. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Give it a second. And is for the Suplah Brawl Platinum Women's Championship. Introducing first, we just saw her win her title opportunity. Part of Moto Nostro. It is the capo, Tuafa Malosi. Moto Nostro has been really living up to their motto here, that Ivy Ultimate was going to bring these women to prestige. As soon as she entered their lives and their careers, they shot back up the charts. Evidenced by the fact that right now, Tuafa has a chance to win the title. With Bree Hunter and Ivy Ultimate at ringside, Tuafa has a chance to go in there right now. Her second title match ever. And her first against someone not named Ellie Wilmer. Go toe-to-toe with the champ and bring Moto Nostro the gold. She has been labeled by Ivy Ultimate the capo. But will that be enough to topple Selina Scull? Introducing the reigning, defending, undisputed Platinum Women's Champion, Selina Scull. Selina Scull has become the first Platinum Women's Champion by virtue of the fact that she won the Jackpot Jewel. And when the brands were split, it was decided that since she was getting drafted away from the belt she originally would have cashed in for, that we would grant her an exchange, straight up, an automatic, you give us the briefcase, we give you the belt. I will say this, she did not love doing that. But she said, you know what? Even if I don't take it from somebody, I can stop people from getting it, and that will make me feel like a real champion. She did not love being handed a belt, but she will defend it as if she doesn't have it yet. Now, Tuafa's coming at this from a completely different angle. They're both going into this match as if neither of them are the champion yet. As far as Selina's concerned, that's a paper belt. That's a toy. It's not real yet until she can beat Tuafa, who she feels barely even earned this opportunity. At least... At least... she had Jackpot Jewel. She earned that. And while she didn't get a chance to cash it in, which is not her fault, the draft happened, and she got taken away from Ellie's belt, at least she earned that much. Now, Tuafa would argue, the fuck you talking about? I won my match. Won? Okay. A real quick pin attempt there by the champ. Tuafa would argue, the fuck you saying? I won my match. This is just as legit as yours. So they're both coming to this with a chip on their shoulder and that hunger of two women who have not yet won the belt. So with Moto Nostro at ringside, I wonder how much that's going to play into this. Ivy does not seem to have been too involved in her partner's matches yet, but we'll see if that changes with higher stakes here. Selina, in the meanwhile, as per usual, going it alone and still looking like the favorite with the big boot. Just because she's Selina fucking Scull. Oh, gets out of the way of that. Tuafa tried to come in from above. They're both exchanging shots right now. Tuafa hoists Selina up for a bear hug, showing off the deceptive strength she's got there. But Selina is going to be able to muscle her way out of this. There she goes, boxing the ears. Hoists Tuafa up. And then the fall-away slam. Continuing the attack is the champion. She's going to pick Tuafa up again. Drops her again. A toss of a scoop slam. Now this is where Tuafa's going to have to think on her feet and try and rely on quickness and strategy. Because if she's going to just try and outmuscle Selina, it ain't going to work. She will very quickly find herself on the losing end of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and at the back of the line. Oh, and she goes over the shoulder. So she has got to, if I were her coach over there, Ivy, I would be trying to come up with a plan myself. Because it's easier said than done. One. No. That's still a good sign. She's still kicking out a one. Well, good sign for Tuafa. Kick to the midsection by Selina. Oh, she picks her up. It might be... Yep, the siren's call! Is it already over? Selina going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Wow! 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 Well, if she didn't feel like a champion before, here is your winner. And still, the Suplah Brawl Platinum Women's Champion, Selina Scull. Moto Nostro, you might want to rethink your tactics here, because Selina just made it look like Tuafa wasn't even trying. Talk about a quick one. For the belt? That just goes to show how Selina is absolutely deserving of holding that belt and why she was drafted first overall by the Platinum Division. Goodness gracious. If I'm the rest of the Platinum Division, I'm sweating at this point. It is now time for our main event for the Jobbers Championship. the rematch of the century. Andrew Quann versus Dragon. Previously on top of the world, Andy has just tasted harsh defeat. And Dragon still hasn't gotten the taste out of his mouth from the last event. Which of these bitter champions will come out victorious? The Jobbers Championship on the line. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Jobbers Championship. Introducing first, for the first time in a long time, we get to call him the Challenger, Dragon! Coming off of an 11-match win streak. Tasting defeat for the first time in over, 6 months? Dragon has been brought back down to earth from his throne atop Mount Olympus. And he's not happy about it. Andy was able to do something that no one's been able to do in 11 matches. Beat Dragon. Not just beat Dragon. Andy made him tap out. It's hard to imagine being a champion and the shot to your pride that comes with losing by submission, but it's enraging. And now introducing the reigning, defending Suplah Brawl Jobbers Champion, Andrew Quann. He did not start this event on the highest of highs, but he's certainly gonna fight to prevent ending it on the lowest of lows. Andy is running the risk right now of coming into this event with 2 belts and leaving with 0. This is his last chance to leave Smells Like Cringe Spirit as a champion. He lost the Brawl Championship to Horsehorse. He will have an opportunity to reclaim that belt. This belt, however, he has never defended. If he loses this to Dragon, he has no rematch clause. He will not get another chance. Or at least not without going back to the back of the line and starting from scratch. This is a huge moment in the life of a young man from Lincoln. And that monster across the ring from him is full of anger and is looking for revenge. So if I were Andy right now, I would take that belt, kiss it real quick before I have to hand it over to the ref, and fight like crazy. Because that's what he's going to need to do to win this match. Beating Dragon once was historic. It was one of the biggest underdog wins he's had. And this is coming from... This is talking about a man who won an Armageddon Hell in a Cell 2 out of 3 falls match. To win again, when Dragon is so fired up and angry and motivated, it will take nothing short of a miracle. So they lock up. Dragon gets the initial pushback. The ref's going to have to come in and break this one up. starting much more amicably than I would have expected this match to start. But it looks like Dragon, actually more terrifyingly, is calming his rage to focus on this match, which I feel like is just making him more dangerous. He ends that exchange with a knee to the back. Still slow. They go back to another collar and elbow tie-up. Andy now seems to have the leverage. Pushes Dragon back into the corner. Ref's going to break this one up as well. Oh, but Andy takes the cheap shot! He knows that rage is lying just beneath the surface and he's trying to get it out. Sling blade followed up by a dropkick to the temple. Dragon with the spinning forearm knocks Andy off his feet. Another sling blade. And another dropkick to the head. Jumps up, drags him down with a DDT. Dragon immediately kicks back up, gets caught with a shot to the chest. Dragon not phased. Picks up Andy in a fireman's carry. Oh, and then a kick to the temple off of it. Kick to the chest to follow it up. Using those heavy feet. Andy counters, though, with a hip toss. Dragon gets the head control. Puts Andy up against the ropes. Andy immediately fights out of that. Another sling blade. Here it comes again. A third kick to the temple. Really trying to concuss Dragon here. Andy going to the top rope. He's got a long distance to cover, but he gets it! The elbow drop from a mile away. Going for a cover off of it. 1, 2. Okay. Dragon kicks out. I think he just realized how close he was to losing a second time. Because the same can be said for Dragon. Losing this rematch will mean he also goes to the back of the line and has to start his run all over again. He does not want that to happen. He wants to continue from where he left off. Kick to the midsection. Bounces off the ropes. A second time in a row, he will drop kick Andy in the side of the head. Both of them going for these same types of maneuvers. Andy catches Dragon, flips him over. Knee to the face! Dragging Dragon to the center of the ring. Dragging Dragon. Trickier to say than you would think. Dragon's still on the ground. Andy going to put him in a headlock with the legs and rain some elbows down on the forehead. Crossing the arms. Getting him in a headlock. DDT. Andy now dancing. Maybe not the best time for it. Dragon picks himself up in the corner. Andy spins him around. He's going to put Dragon up on the top. Oh, what's he got here? A neck breaker! Oh, but Dragon immediately gets back up! Puts Andy down in a arm submission of sorts. Andy's going to flip him over. Get out of it. Good job. Head control. He's going to dump Dragon all the way out to the floor and now give chase. Remember, if this ends by countout or disqualification, this match will be favored to Andy. I do not think Andy's the type to try and win a match and retain that way, but that is always an option. Dragon with the snap suplex. Now Andy rolls out to catch his breath. Dragon posing to the crowd. Andy catches him. Sunset flip. Going for a pin off of it. 1, 2, 3. What the hell? Oh my god! Andy just stole a win! He just absolutely snuck it out from underneath Dragon. Here is your winner, and still Suplah Brawl Champion, Andrew Quann. Wow! There were a lot of different ways I thought Andy might be able to retain the belt tonight. An absolute sneaky roll-up was the last thing I expected. Andy can't even believe it! He's just defended the Jobbers Championship, which means when he rematches against Horse, he will have the opportunity to reclaim the title of double champion. What an impressive way to finish off the night. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here for Smells Like Cringe Spirit, and we will see you on the next Suplah Brawl. Jesus. Easy, I'm coming.